Alrighty guys, so we are back on some Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade, and well, wasn't expecting this. So as we all know, there's still a certain amount of characters that are still yet to release on global. Now, I've kind of gone through all the characters in previous videos, and I specifically said that out of the additional 5 characters remaining before we head into the half anniversary characters releasing late January, early February, 2 of the characters are pretty much, you know, the ones that I think some people might want to potentially go for, especially if you're paid to win or whatnot. Out of the 5, I just didn't expect them to drop them being the first 2. So we had the yellow Nanami, who's fantastic. The other character in question that I've also praised to say that is also fairly decent out of the 5 is this blue Itadori, of course. And I've had my fun with him on another account. So I've used him before, obviously with my main JP. I haven't leveled him up, but I've got him at 4 dupe. Just kind of got lucky pulling him when because he's in the general pool. He'll be in the general pool at a later time on global too. But ladies and gentlemen, he's next. Yeah, so there we have it. Do we have a date? Oh, okay, yeah. So as expected on Friday. So yeah, I mean, I even said it before. Last week, with all the events going away and Nanami being left alone, the developers do like to keep things going with global, and so the consistency will always be there. So as predicted, as we are aware of how global is going to be moving forward, there it is. There's your second character. Seems that we're going to be getting a banner itself and a memory card. Now I'm hoping that they announced Mahito also. But anyway, just to give you guys a bit of a rundown, when it came to JP, Itadori came with Mahito. Well, Mahito did drop with Itadori, if you want to put it like that. So that was one of the big reasons on why I was primarily waiting for Itadori to drop on global, because I wanted to know and see if they would kind of copy and mimic to what JP did, and that is drop the Mahito within the shop, because I know for a fact, and I'm one of them, I know we are waiting for this beautiful specimen of a green DPS character drop. Right now, I need all the green I can get my hands on, and I know that there's a lot of people out there who really desperately need green DPS. Mahito is a fantastic choice here. It's a free-to-play character. We've all got our 1500 Phantom medals ready for this man, and I'm hoping they commit and they announce it at a later time. Because typically what happens is, obviously, they've just announced Itadori and his Recollection card dropping, of course, the banner itself. So, and then like an hour or 2 later, they'll make additional announcement on if they're going to be dropping more things. So, just letting you guys know that with how JP did it, this is when Mahito dropped. So let's pray that he does drop tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. This is all kicking off tomorrow. Goddamn. So I quickly want to throw in this Recollection card. This is actually one of the Recollection card that I actually have been using for a specific fight. This one's actually fairly decent. It is pay to win, so if you're just summoning for Itadori, you know, you've got a chance for this to pull up. But this is good in terms of it kind of being more of a defensive side. So Cursed and Taijutsu, 22.71 across the board, HP 32%. So pretty much with this one, when using the Commander Ultimate skill, it recovers all allies' HP by 30 if you get it to LB3, 35, and then when it comes to the LB1 additional passive, at the start of the battle, it decreases all allies' damage received by 10%. It's just a really good defensive type Recollection card. So obviously with this Yuji Itadori that we are going to be getting, it is the blue version of him. It says an attacker, support sub DPS. Support sub DPS is where I like to class him. Pretty much give you guys a rundown. So of course he has his resistance at play because of Sukuna's fingers. When Black Flash is performed, it decreases skill cost energy cost. So yeah, that's something that you want to make sure that you're catering. Well, I don't really think on how you can cater to that, but yeah, if you perform a Black Flash, just know that going forward or next time round, you'll be easing up on your energy cost. So first skill, 120 melee damage, get to level 5, 146, cap it at 180. So going into the skills, it costs 15 cursed energy, but if you Black Flash it, it goes to 5. So you get like a drop of 10 basically. So with the second skill, again, you're doing melee damage of 182, level 5 225, and then level 10 280. Increases the selected enemy's damage received by 22%, starts at 15%, 18.5, caps at 22. So this is why I say I like to use him in that more of a supportive sub DPS, because he does have power. This Itadori does have power. That's something not to be slept on. But through that, he also supports your main DPS and just your team in general when it comes to getting that additional bit of damage off, which is very nice to have. So yeah, in terms of supporting the blue units, this man's where it's at. He does his job. He does his job. Even to this day, he's still fantastic, I will say. I don't think he hasn't even gotten a buff yet. I reckon at some point he will get a little bit of a nudge, but for right now, yeah, he's doing his job. Skill 3, again, 25 cost, but if you black flash it, goes to 15. 250 melee damage. It's a 3-hit. Increases own and ally behind ultimate skill gauge charge rate by 10%. So this really puts it into perspective on that you have to strategize on where you want to place this Itadori. What character are you focusing on to ult chase? Because the third skill itself does possess a good amount of damage, but more importantly, it's affecting his ultimate skill gauge as well as the character behind him. So let's be real, primarily you want to focus on your main DPS that's getting the benefits of that ultimate skill gauge. Even if you're using Itadori as the main DPS, switch him in the third slot, and then whoever you've got to kind of provide or that I guess side by side to do damage towards the enemy, yeah, just put them on the fourth slot. Unless you want to chase supporters ult, then in that case you would put him on the second slot and then put the other support on the third slot. So yeah, things to think about. I mean, technically, I'm trying to think, because if you put him on the fourth slot, wouldn't that affect the first slot? But either way, I would say just play it safe. Third or second slot is kind of where you want to play around with this Itadori, of course. 250 on level 1, 300 on level 5, 362 on level 10. Alright. Then the ultimate deals for 90, level 5, 686, level 10, 931. Okay. So you get a stun. Does the stun go up? Oh, it does go up. Alright. So you can cap it at 7.6, but once you hit level 4, level 5, that's when you get the 50-50 or slightly above. So you got stun right there, and then increases own critical hit rate. Can that go up too? No. Okay, so the critical hit rate goes up by 35%. It's on for 6 turns, so you pretty much ult chase with skill 3, get the crit going, and then I guess you can start hacking away. Unless you skill 2 it, skill 3 it, ult, I guess. If you black flash it, then yeah, the economy for your cursed energy will be quite nice, not to say the least. So that'd be fairly solid. When it comes to the combo, grants evasion status to self and combo ally for 3 turns, 1 time, deals 120 melee damage, and then increases own critical hit rate by 35%. So something that I would suggest you utilize. And then in terms of when it comes to the skills, again, Sugna's Vessel, that's kind of standard for Itadori. Rapid fire attacks. When attacking the same enemy multiple times, it increases own damage by 50% for every attack performed up to 55%. Skills with multiple hits are counted as a single attack. So that is in regards to skill 3, because it's a 3-hit. Imagine if each hit actually counts. That would have been broken. But yeah. So in a situation where, again, single target, single boss, this Itadori works fantastic in terms of that damage side, as I've spoken about on his role that he plays. Searching for the Righteous Death. At the start of each turn, if any ally's HP is 40% or below, exclude self. Up to 1 time during battle, attracts all enemies' attacks to self for 1 turn. Reduces all damage received by 25% for 1 turn, and then grants revival status to self for 1 turn. This, I remember seeing this for the first time, and this kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, wait, what? Did not expect them to have this type of passive on the boy Itadori, but you know, here we are. So yeah, bit of a unusual passive to have, but honestly, this in the right moment, in the right situation, can actually save you. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, obviously with the recollection pages, primarily you want to kind of resort to the taijutsu side of things. So what I would suggest is, do I see anything here? Okay, no, that's fine. Alright, so like that will work. That will work. That will work. That will work. Yeah, anything just, you know, on the taijutsu side is something that I would really cater to, of course, when it comes to utilizing on this Itadori. Just push more for his damage is what I would suggest. I mean, I've already done my video on it. I'll probably hop on and have some fun with him, because I've been utilizing this man a little bit more in terms of buffing up my green element, so we might have to have some more fun with him. But this is the man of the hour. Let's pray. Again, Global tends to copy what JP's doing. Mahito dropped with Yuji at Itadori, the blue version, as you saw it within the timeline. So we're all waiting. I think this is going to be a much bigger attraction. Well, that, and because it's free and so everyone can get their hands on him. So let's just kind of wait and see. But again, with when this Mahito dropped, it was with Itadori, and it's not a banner, so technically speaking they can drop this man whenever they want. So it would only make sense for him to drop with Itadori. Alright, just quickly hopped over to global just to kind of triple, quadruple check everything. Right, so they've, okay, so no, they haven't really said anything about Mahito. Really, I feel like he would have been announced already. I'm hoping they do announce him later on today, fingers crossed. But they've added this supply pass. What is this? What do we get in this? Let's have a look. So normal rewards, don't care, that's a low amount. 500 cubes, okay. But the premium rewards, ooh, 1, 2, damn, 30 AP pack. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, for it to be a training supply pass, I thought there would have been like, here's like 100k, 200k of this and that and this and that. Like 40 training beacons and then 32k on the JP coins. It's just like, bruh. We're gonna need a hell of a lot more than these measly amounts, like come on. But yeah, 500 cubes, yeah, we'll take what we can get. I mean, I ain't complaining. Every little bit of cubes helps. I'm trying to shoot for 40k before Toji and Team Gojo release.